Hey ratbags, it's Jade. Today I'm taking you through how to get Jormuntide. He is a pretty unique overworld creature, so this is how you fight him and obviously where to get him. So slightly north but all the way over to the west is the location. You can see he's situated in this lake area. You should be able to easily recognise it as it's got an island with a tree on it. This tree is great for helping out avoid some of its attacks, but the tree will end up getting destroyed. He is a level 45 creature, so you are going to need a good capture level. I would say at least a capture level 3. And as you can see, I'm scrolling through to see his weaknesses. Yes, you are going to need lightning and ice as probably two best elements against him, as he's half dragon and obviously half water. Now you don't necessarily need a water mount. That's exactly what the island's for, and he should come up to you eventually once you start shooting at him. However, it is kind of buggy at the moment. A lot of your pals may end up getting stuck just in the shallow parts of the water and maybe not interacting or trying to engage in combat. If he's too far out, then your pals just simply won't want to go for a swim. Now potentially you could try with a flying mount, but this is one of my better actual flying mounts and it just wasn't really holding up. I was actually getting demolished and I've got my settings boosted, so this is a very tough fight. So for that reason I don't recommend a water pal to skim around unless it's a super fast one, and likewise even flying creatures I don't think are the way to go. You just need to draw him over to the land or the coast. I've also got legendary spheres, so you may need that as well, again depending on your capture level. Absolutely you still need a few of them as it's not always guaranteed. So that was attempt 1. The second attempt he was a bit closer this time and my Lasersaurus was putting in the work. You're losing a little bit here with his dragon powers, but obviously his lightning powers are still going to be pretty formidable, so make sure you switch out any special abilities from your pals to match up with Jormuntide's weaknesses. Jormuntide has got a plethora of dark energy attacks that he'll do, so it's definitely worth considering getting pal armor maybe for this, or like I said, unless you've got your character stats way boosted. Then this happened. Yep, I've been really unlucky with this one. He went flying and he didn't actually come back down. I spent about 10 minutes looking for him and he was nowhere to be seen. A quick fly in and out of render, or go ahead and fast travel somewhere else and we'll try it again. Now despite him being a creature of dragon and water, he also does have electric attacks that you might have to look out for. They'll go in a line and then balls or spheres will start exploding. So again, let the pals do the work. Obviously if you've got some advanced weapons like an assault rifle, then yeah, that's going to be good. If your pals get stuck, they don't seem to be attacking, then keep throwing them in and around and hopefully they'll start triggering. Again, it all just depends on the distance. You will have some of the surf lens also coming to attack, but you should be able to take care of them. And as much as possible, just try and dodge the dragon balls. Creature that I found really effective was Warsect, not necessarily because he had a lot of the right elemental damages, but just because he could do quite a lot of long range attacks, as long as he doesn't run away scared. You can absolutely get in close for some attacks, but again look out for some of these more close range electrical attacks that he might do. You could even maybe try going to the effort of building a pen to fight him in, or slash arena. I think you'll probably destroy it fairly easily and quickly. In the end I was trying absolutely every pal I could just to see what kind of effects and damage it would do. Since he is water based, you don't want to really be using any fire pals, and just like all pals pretty much their weaknesses are in their head, so try and line your shots up there to get some extra bonus hits. Although if you've got a weak weapon it won't necessarily do that much more damage, as you can see from my bow. His other notable attack is that he can set you on fire with this beam, so look out for that. And he may even fire an ice ball at you as well, so he really has got pretty much everything in the locker. I was down to my last legendary sphere, praying and hoping that this would actually work and I wouldn't waste them throwing them, so you do definitely want to line up your shots, and yes, it didn't work. I still think you are going to need this if you're playing on just regular game settings. I do have my capture level up to level 5 now. And yeah, in the end, just none of the spheres I had, not the megas or even the hyper, were really doing the job, and I ended up having to kill him. He'll drop plenty of pal fluid and lots of the dragon orb stones that you can go and sell. So let's try one more time. This time I had plenty of legendary spheres, although this was the second one I threw to actually get him, and it just about did the job once I got him so low. Lasersaurus really was kind of the one creature. With its huge area effect damage with its lightning, it seemed to be the best and most effective. Jormundtide is very large, and I would say it's probably good in an open world setting, but maybe not for boss fights. A lot of these attacks rely on range, and so the creature can actually hide behind the pillars just like you can. It does have some really powerful water attacks that it didn't seem to be doing on me when I was actually fighting it. As you can see, I've got lightning and some of the dragon attacks as well. His saddle blueprint is level 39, costs 2 points. 30 leather, 50 fibre, 50 ingots, 20 power fluids and 40 poundium fragments. I was kind of bitterly disappointed though that it's not a particularly fast water power. In fact, hardly any of them are. Obviously great stamina maybe for getting across the water anyway, but yeah, not particularly speedy despite his size and rarity. You will be able to find Jormuntide Ignis. It's obviously a fire variant, and if you're thinking of breeding this, sadly there's no way to get a Jormuntide Ignis just by breeding random pals. You'll have to capture 2 Jormuntide Ignises and obviously breed them if you want a baby one. But the regular Jormuntide, if you breed it with Suzaku, you will get a Suzaku Aqua, which is obviously the very unique PAL fusion. So there we go, hopefully that's been useful. If it has, please leave a like, go and check out the rest of my PAL World guides and content, and as always, I'll see you ratbags later.